Hi everyone, I thought I'd come along and do a question and answer video because I keep getting asked lots and lots of questions. Many of them are to do with my crafting and what I do online. So I've got 12 up to now that I've picked out of the hundreds that I get asked regularly, if that's how you say it. So, first one, when did you start crafting? Right. I remember making things when we were children, so I can remember back to being about 3, and come Christmas time you'd thread the popcorn onto string, wool, whatever, cotton, and to wrap around the Christmas tree. Strips of paper that you put together in like a link chain to make the decorations for the wall and the Christmas tree. We always used to make our own baubles and things like that. There's lots and lots of different things I remember. And when my children were born and able to enjoy their first Christmas, which was about the second Christmas they had, we'd do the same. We just enjoyed having fun. So yeah, I was about between 3 and 5. But I do remember very, very early on doing bits and pieces. So, what was your favourite crafts? What are my favourite crafts? Flowers. Just flowers. I absolutely love making flowers. The more I can design, the better. I've made, like I said in the video the other day, we've got about 500 plus videos just on flowers alone. And I really, really do enjoy doing them. Yes, I could sit and do them all day long. 7 days a week, 52 weeks of the year, but I just love making them. But you have to break that up. It's it's a little bit monotonous when you do them as often, you know, as I've been doing lately. Well, like I say, I'm going to have a break from doing the flowers because I'm going to do a project next instead of doing flowers. But yeah, I'd say miniatures. Definitely. And the only reason why I say miniatures is because when I was about 9, my father made me a miniature studio. It was like a film studio with it had an arm with a microphone on and little wheels that moved, and you could pull it along the studio, you know, as though you were actually filming something. He'd made the little TV with a picture on it. My brother, he got a fort. He had a miniature fort built, and I had that. And I absolutely loved it, and I loved the way my dad managed to get everything to move, the wire to wind up. It was just, I just fell in love with miniatures, and I've liked them ever since. Are all your family creative? No. No. When you say family, I wasn't quite sure what you meant, but let's just say, I have brothers that are creative. I do have some sisters that are creative. My parents were creative. I've taught my children, I did teach my kids little bits, but obviously they might have forgotten about it because they don't do any crafts now. But my grandchildren, I taught how to craft, and there's some videos on my channel with them crafting and sharing what they're learning. Next one, number 4. How long have you had an online shop? 11 years, I think. Something like that. Yeah, about 11 years. So I've done better than some people. I'm still around and some are not. But I'm legal and they're not. I just find it funny when people ask about that. There are a lot of people who are not legally, even if you're not earning a huge living, you're supposed to still register your business. If you sell and you're selling more than 6 items of the same thing to somebody else, you are supposed to register with the Crown, basically. You know what I mean? And yeah, I'm very legal, always have been, and about 11 years. Do you still sell your work? Yes, I sell as much as I can. I do sometimes give it away. I do sometimes auction things off. But I do sell a lot of what I make. And you'll always find it on the shop unless I do a specific video to sell it on the video. Do your family like, or does your family like what you create? Sometimes. To be honest, I don't know. I don't ask them. No, I do ask them actually. I've got a sister group. There's me and five. I've got 5 sisters, 2 brothers, but 4 of the sisters and myself speak twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. And if I'm making anything that I want to ask their opinion about, I will share it with them and say, what do you think? And they don't always agree that it's nice or something like that. Like shabby chic is not one person, steampunk's not another, but a miniatures art somebody's. So, but I do ask them, and yeah, sometimes they'll just comment to me about where, oh, they like something they saw that I'd made, and they let me know that they liked it, which is, it's really nice to hear that from your family when they take note of what you're doing, and they I'm not bothered if they don't like it or they do like it, but they take note and they let you know and show an interest, because I think we all should show an interest in what everybody's doing. How are you going to get to know someone if you don't? It's my opinion. Which have you done the most of? Can't argue about it. Flowers, top and bottom, that's it. Flowers. I've done more flowers than anything else. And I think miniatures come to a close second. Is Raymond creative? Yes. Now, I have to tell you, Raymond is extremely creative, and he can turn his hands to anything with wood. And I have to say, he's like when he did the garden. If you've not seen my garden, what he did to it last year, or was it the year before now? I can't remember. It's the year before, isn't it? I think. We just had grass, and we had a decking along the bottom section of the garden and just grass, nothing else. And look what he's done to it. And he took all summer to do it. I had so many different sections he'd put in for different, you know, fruit growing, veg growing. He's built like a bus stop shelter with a seating underneath it. Then a canopy, like another bus stop. It's just like a wooden bus stop with seating all the way around, a wood storer. The decking he's built the fencing to go on the decking. He built everything, and I absolutely love it. Though it's bare at the moment, apart from a few winter plants. But yeah, can't wait to get out in it actually and get some more stuff going. But go and have a look at the videos. Just type garden in my channel and start from the beginning so you see the progression. And it's absolutely brilliant what he's done. And for his age, he's over 70. I think he's done extremely well. Are your children, sorry, or grandchildren creative? Yes, my youngest son Gary is very creative. He's another one that's doing similar sort of things to Raymond. He's never been taught how to use tools. He's gone out, taught himself. He's just almost finished a swimming pool in the garden. It's inside a building, a wooden shack building with a decking outside and a bar. And he's built the swimming pool. It's done absolutely fantastic. It's got running water coming out into the pool. It's got lights everywhere. Absolutely fantastic job he's done, and I'm so proud of him. My eldest boy, John, he can be creative, but I don't think he puts a lot of time into being creative. Sadie, she picks up the odd things. She makes her own clothes sometimes when she's going out and she wants a fancy dress outfit. Although she does often knock me for it, or she used to do them and to knock them up for her. But yeah, she's pretty creative. Gary, the youngest lad, the middle one, definitely creative. And the eldest one, yeah, I'd say he was creative. Yeah, I know what that he once he had a girlfriend, and he once changed her house completely for her and redecorated every room, built this, built that. So yeah, I think they're all creative. Yeah. Get it from me then. Let's have a look. Number 10. If you had your time again, would you change anything? I haven't gone yet. I'm still here. No. Would I? No. And I'll tell you why. And I've not had it easy. My first few years of leaving home and first marriage and whatnot wasn't easy, but I wouldn't change anything, because I am who I am because of what I've lived, how I've lived, and the experiences I've gone through. And I would say I'm a better person now, although I've never been a bad person, but I've always been helpful, kind, considerate, generous, and I have them qualities now, and that's not blowing my own trumpet. Well, it is blowing my own trumpet, because I'm proud of the way I am. I don't cause anybody any grief. I don't, apart from Julie and I, she was my only friend. No, she wasn't my only friend. I've got dozens and dozens of friends, but she was the one that I bothered with, and she was the one that we were stuck together like glue. And I'm going to miss that, but yeah, I wouldn't change anything, because I think I've led a good, happy, not always happy, but full life, and I've experienced many things that others will never dream of experiencing, or will ever even come across, and for that, that's what's made me who I am today. Am I going to do more videos? Yeah, of course I am, of course I am. I'll just bang the videos out left, right and centre. That's me, that's what I do, that's what I finish my work for, to come along and do that. You know, when I gave my job up, I was a teaching assistant for years, and I gave that job up to do this full time. So yes, of course I'm going to bring videos out. Yeah. Who do you get your talent from? Well, it's a little bit debatable, but initially from my parents, because my mother used to arrange flowers. She would do the most beautiful embroidery work. She'd embroider pillowcases and things like that and whatever. My father always with wood. So he'd do marquetry, French polishing, making things, restoring things. And so the love of wood that I have comes from him. The love of flowers comes from my mother. But what I do with all of that comes from me, because I've got quite a inventive brain, and I'm always trying things new. I have such an abundant, I can't sleep some nights. It can be, how can I put it? It can be detrimental when you can't sleep because your head's spinning with ideas. And I do often get up during the night, sometimes 2-3 times a night, and write just a word down, because I've dreamt about me making something, and I've thought I must write that down before I forget it, and then when I get up in the morning I can actually try it. And that's how I work. That's why I've got bags under my eyes and they're black. That's why I'm knackered. That's why you don't often see me. But yeah, I don't care what I look like these days. I'm too old to care. I'm me. But yeah, so I'd say from my mum and dad, and majority of it, I'd say 20% from my mum and dad, and 80% is what is self-taught. Look, I forgot I had a needle in my chest. Not in my chest, in my jumper, in my top. Bloody hell, I nearly stabbed myself. Yeah. So that's my 12 questions and 12 answers. I have actually enjoyed everything that I do. When I was in school working as a TA, I used to have a little afternoon club, and the kids, I started off with half a dozen kids, and it grew. I ended up, there was 24 on the list, you know, that wanted to come after school and do some creativeness. And one of the things that sticks out most about that time is when I was doing the spray painting. So if you've never seen me do spray painting, run along and see. I can do a very large picture of a space odyssey in 15 minutes. But I spent 300 hours online teaching myself how to do it. So go and have a look at the spray paintings. But going back to the class, yeah, I did a spray painting class with the kids, and then on the Friday morning when we did the show and, you know, what people were doing, we were allowed to show the kids' work, and it was amazing what they did. The talent that was there. See, arts and crafts stopped in the school. The lesson stopped, so I did the after-school class of arts and crafts, but the talent that's there that is getting pushed back is fantastic. And I know that that lesson of the spray painting, we did all sorts, but that particular one has encouraged all of them, but encouraged two in particular that have gone on and doing bits and pieces themselves. So I don't know whether they still do it now, but I bumped into a couple of them and they said they loved it and just carried on. And it's got them into the arty world sort of thing. So I'm absolutely thrilled at that. But yeah, that's it basically. So that's the 12 questions, 12 answers. I hope you enjoy them. I might start doing some more. If you've got a question, you know, come along, write it down and I'll answer it. Let's do a question and answer video once a week. So come on, you lot. There must be dozens and dozens and dozens of questions out there that you can... I mean, I get loads sent to me, so I must go through all the comments. The other thing is don't forget, some people are trying, not being able to find the join button. The join button. It's underneath the video and it just says in capital letters, join. Click on that, become a member of the channel. It does cost you $2.99 a month, but that's for you to help support me so that I can keep bringing all of these videos to you lot for free. That money gets invested in the tools that I need. So the tools and the equipment and the fabrics and everything that I use, that's what the money will go to. And then I can bring more and more videos out for you to enjoy. If you're a member, you will get more videos than you will if you're not a member. You will get videos every week, all of you. They'll all be free. But members will get more videos than the non-members. Because, you know, there's a video explaining about it. So go and have a look. I put it up day before yesterday. Enjoy it. Have the rest of the evening to enjoy. Put your feet up, glass of wine, put the box on and have some fun. Or better still, craft. Bye bye for now.